US10Y. This technically represents the yield on the US 10-year Treasury notes. It's a government debt security maturing in 10 years that serves as a global benchmark for interest rate, reflecting investors' expectation on growth, inflation, and Fed policy. And if you look at the structure once again, you'll see why US10Y is key and critical for every trader. Every time you are starting, because US10Y technically affects DAX40. That's German 40, affects it. And when you look at DAX40 recently, you will see that as the US10Y is falling, you see the DAX40 is going up. Go check the chart on DAX40. It's important to know this because the US10Y represents effective annual return investors' demand to lend to US government for a decade, with yields moving inversely to bond price. So it's important that we keep this thing in mind, and you know it's very important. Now looking at the structure on daily time frame, you have a descending trend line here, DTL. Let's be fast as possible. Descending trend line, ROS1, ROS2, breakout of structure, price came here, return here as a RTSR after break of structure, price return here on daily as a support structure in January. And you have seen it, the US10Y bought but came back, broke the structure. The structure has been broken on February, followed by a retest, and you see a bearish drop from there after forming that double top. Double top, break of a neckline of the double top, sell confirmation. Very easy, very simple. The US 10-year Treasury bond yield is going down, family. It's going below 4.0. And that will give GBP USD opportunity for upswing. I've been looking for a moment like this. I've been looking for a moment like this. And lo and behold, here it comes. So whatever you have read, the chart is what really tells you what is going on in the market. There is no sentiment that can be greater than the sentiment of the chart. So whatever you see on the chart is the reality of money movement. Any other thing does not count. I can tell you for free. So if we have break of structure in the chart, it means break of structure in real life. So look at it. So from what we see here, the US 10-year Treasury bond yield has broken out from a long-term descending trend line. So I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. This is the structure of the market starting from January 2025. And we came here May 2025. And we broke out of the structure with intention to buy, but we got stopped by another price action from here, where we have a pending resistance structure in the past by way of an ascending trend line. We have here that is that's also a retest candle after break of structure, and we came back here as a support structure. We broke the structure, came back here as a resistance structure one, resistance structure two, sell confirmation, technically from January 2026, and you have seen that return based on the structure of the market, that sell. And when you look here, you will see a double top structure, break of the neckline of the double top structure, sell confirmation, price return there on a double confluence. So the double confluence there is a horizontal trend line HTL meet an ascending trend line ATL on daily time frame, creating a high probability sell structure. Double confluence. So we had a double confluence there, a horizontal structure, which was a neckline of a previous broken double top structure on daily time frame. Price came back to retest it, and coincidentally becoming a double retest after break of structure on an ascending trend line. We have here as RTRS1, we have here as RTSR1, and we return here RTRS2, and here is RTRS3 cell confirmation. So this cell confirmation, it's expected to test its potency on this floor on daily time frame. So I want to see what price does to this floor. If it comes to this floor, this would be my technical demand floor, to be a technical demand floor. So on that floor, I want to see what the US 10-year will do on this floor. So if it buys back on this floor, it will give you an opportunity to go back to retest a broken descending trend line, a previous support structure here, and tested here as a resistance structure. I expect it to go back as a resistance structure again and break out from the demand structure that has been tested one in September 2024. RTSR1, RTSR2, RTSR3, RTSR4 should hold price for a retest before breakout structure and bringing the US 10-year Treasury bond yield at 3.78. That's my forecast for the year. So I foresee the US 10-year Treasury bond yield sinking. This is very important because the US 10-year Treasury bond yield affects DAX. You see, the German benchmark index for 40 major stocks sometimes gets affected by this movement. And as we continue to see the US 10-year go down, we could continue to see DAX40 going up. So we have made a lot of chart on DAX, and you see how DAX have held firmly on a support structure on 4 hours, and I have seen DAX by close of Friday, add a little gain. As the market opens, I believe that the DAX could continue to uptrend. But at the moment, I want to see if we turn completely, bearish on the US10Y for me to know if I will guide my DAX long properly. So this is what we have for US10Y at the moment. Shavyfxhub will never call you or text you for account management or soliciting or trading capital. All our trades are for education and they are all free. So bye for now. As you start the week strong, stay resilient. Bye for now.